What's up, guys? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys another manga chapter review. Well, sort of a discussion, more of a question. Use whatever, noun you want to use for this thing, because we're talking about Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch already had a one-shot, right? Taite Kubo, Bleach, all that fun jazz. And the one-shot got us excited. Now, this was last year, the year before. It got us really pumped, got us really excited. We heard about that Burn the Witch might... it was nice to see a little bit of Bleach nostalgia back. Of course, Kubo's artwork is one of the ones that definitely character model-wise can definitely draw some pretty epic scenes. Big, heavy use of black and white and stuff. You either love that or you hate that. Either way, and I mean black and white backgrounds, guys. Of course, all manga is in black and white. Thing is, here... maybe it was this weekend. Maybe I just wasn't feeling it. I haven't really been feeling YouTube this past week. Just in a bit of a rut, a little overwhelmed with other stuff. But I didn't really feel this one. And it came not from the beginning. The beginning I was like, okay, I'm going to read each page. Really read each page. And I was enjoying it. It was all good. And I have it pulled up here. Official viz, of course. And... pages 18, 19. This is where I went. Now, because there was nothing really here that we didn't really know in the one shot. I mean, there's probably some slight changes. I couldn't find a translation of the one shot that quick, sort of idea. But I remember the dragon thing, and I remember whole reverse London and the characters and stuff. Okay, fine, dandy. This is a little different. They hunt these like more Toriko-looking animal morphing monsters sort of idea. It's different than Hollows, but a similar idea. They're dragons here. There's a difference, with all the mythological creatures. Okay, fine, dandy. Here's where it went wrong. Now, maybe this was a mistranslation. I don't think it was. The whole WB was originally stood, if I remember correctly, this could have been a fan translation, I don't know. It was Soul Society West Branch. And that was the last page. It got us pumped. We were like, more Bleach. And maybe he can, sort of do a crossover thing. Maybe something really epic happens and we see a couple of maybe returning characters, a couple of lieutenants even, somebody over the phone, a couple of cameos. Not saying that Kubo can't move on from Bleach and stuff, but we're still in that world. This is the same world as the Soul Society and everything. This is just the Soul Society Western Branch. It brought up 110 questions, but either way, it was hype, it was pumped. Right here on this page, it's Reverse London Natural Dragon Management Agency, the Wing Bind HQ, not West Branch. I don't know. Maybe that's what set the tone for the rest of the chapter. I'm not saying I was expecting any cameos at this point. I wasn't really expecting it. But since that page... everything from that then on sort of went downhill for me because I was like, because that one thing felt like it was completely separating it. Like, okay, yeah, we teased that Burn the Witch and the dragon thing and Reverse London. This is all in the Bleach universe. It's all in that realm. This is this is the Western side of the Soul Society sort of deal. And they seem to have almost like, just completely cut that connection off. Severed the ties. No, this is standing on its own. Don't expect anything. Don't read into anything. And once that happened, everything from this point sort of read like a cheaper version of Bleach. I don't know if that's fair. I don't know what it was, but once that happened, the wind was taken out of my sails. And then after this, I didn't mind the characters. The characters Ninashi and Ninashi and Nini and what's her name? I probably find it here somewhere. I can't find it. Anyways, the point is that after this we jump into the Dark Dragon scenario and stuff like that, and once again the art and it's fun. It seems like it, and we have that character from the one-shot Balgo. And he seems okay. You know, this whole Reverse London thing felt a little Harry Potter-esque. They seem to have moved a little bit away from that. But either way, it wasn't bad. But I was just like, okay, here we go. We get some returning characters, that we saw in the one shot. We get the Chief, who apparently was up here. Then he went down here and back up here. It seems to be all over the place. They want to get into this area of the Burn the Witch people called Sabers in this Reverse London. They want to be a member of the Sabers. They're the ones that tackle the Dark Dragons, I guess. They're, I suppose, being a member of Saber. Once again, structured different than the Soul Society. This is structured more in a, like they have their divisions, I guess, but the divisions are different. I mean, I suppose it's still structured the same way. It just feels like they're trying to separate them more heavily here, like everybody's trying to get into Sabers. Feels more like Black Clover, Attack on Titan, like different corps literally do different things, and if they get sent off to this corps, we won't see them. It's not like, okay, all Soul Reapers, align, all of these, regardless of your division. It felt like it's a more diversified thing in that sense. There's more black and white between that. And that's all fine and good and everything, but as I said, the rest of it was kind of like, okay, we kind of already know some of this stuff from the one shot. Once again, it's chapter 1. You keep going back to the one shot and comparing and stuff, but it was like, okay, yeah, I get it, and we're trying to jump into things here, and either way, everything seemed to be okay. We got some explanations, and then, of course, the dragon attacks. Dragon turns into a dark dragon, all that fun jazz, and they decide to fight it. There's apparently somehow they call in a dragon blockade sort of idea. It's an emergency sealing thing, and they can fight them. Apparently, they're not supposed to fight them, but Nini says, I want to become a member of Saber, and Niha is basically like, no, like, we really shouldn't be fighting them. This is the job of Saber. She's like, but I want to be a Saber. And she's like, I don't particularly want to. But apparently they seem to do just fine against this thing. There doesn't seem to be any problem there. Apparently Dark Dragons are pretty much hollows. They're sort of explaining it the same sort of way. And once again, this was all in the one shot too, I believe. But, so yeah, we got Dark Dragons and such. So, and they're using spells. Now, the spell, of course, is similar to the Demon Arts, similar to Keto, like Hados and stuff. But it's interesting that the spells aren't literally translated. I looked up some of the numbers from this series, and they do not correlate with already existing Hado attacking or Bakugo numbers, right? So, like the numbers, like I think Niha used a one that was the Red Fire Cannon, but it was not the Red Fire Cannon here. So it's still an attacking spell, so still a Hado spell, but same number, different spells, different attacks. So, and they don't seem to need to do a bunch of incantation stuff. So the magic system is slightly different than the Keto-based sort of idea. It appears to me, anyways. Not a bad thing. I like that we're kind of seeing a diversified version, of that sort of idea. It reminds me a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist, where we had, you have alchemy and alka history. Similar concept, different applications and different methods of using the same idea, but from a different energy source, different this, different that. So either way, all fine dandy. Here's where, once again, I was okay with this part. As I said, the wind were taken out of my sails there. I felt like a little rug pulled out, cut off at the knees with the whole, you're not going to call it the West Branch, really? You got to rename that? Why? Is that a copyright issue? Did something go down with the people that own this, that, and the other thing? I don't know, because there was too much of a tease for us in the one shot, and then we read this expecting it, and blatant there in black and white. No, don't expect anything. So, kind of, And then we get sort of a poor excuse for a captain's meeting, but these seem more like Black Clover characters to me. Not that they're not cool or anything, or anything like that, but where's the uniform idea? Where's them all having a certain, I mean, maybe once again it's too much comparison, but because of the whole West Branch thing, I was like, and so when I saw this, I was like, okay, these are clearly the leaders, and we get them here. The wing, I keep wanting to say bind, wing bind, supreme powers that be, the top of horns. These are just really weird names. Kubo is usually very good, the German aesthetic with the Quincy and the Spanish, thing with the hollows and the Arrancar and all that stuff. Here, none of these seem to really be hitting home for me. Once again, maybe I'm just too much comparison. I got to separate myself. It's Kubo's next work. It's a limited series. It's not, it's going to have quite a few differences. But I'm looking at this, and all I'm seeing is some really, really lackluster designs, in my opinion. Like, I don't know, like, what's with the Santa Claus dude? I mean, and then, of course, we got the fire guy. Basically looks like Bazby. And it's just, I don't know. And then we get another German-looking, like, Quincy girl guy. Can't really tell. The Tactical Corps, the Sabers. So once again, there's different Circle Corps, Tactical Corps, Inks. This implies, once again, because there's different corps here, but each one is like the incantation anthems. The Magic Circle, Inks. That implies that there's Magic Circle something else, ABC or something like that, maybe different divisions. These seem to be the top ranked in that thing. Now, of course, one person isn't there. I don't know. Something about this just feels almost like fan service. Like, if you told me that this was like the same people that like drew like the Reverie chapters, the fan Reverie chapters for One Piece. If you told me that this is something that someone came up with after reading the Bleach or the Burn the Witch one shot and they drew this chapter, I could buy that, because something about this just feels a little like these guys, the supreme powers that be, certainly hold no candle or no presence like the captains. Like Kisuke or Ohara, like they feel like watered down versions of characters we've already seen from Bleach. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm harping too much, guys. Something about this just rubbed me really the wrong way. I hate to say it, and that's why I waited a couple of days to see if my views changed, because I felt like this before when I read it on Sunday, and I waited a couple of days. Of course, I'm busy and stuff, but I waited and I reread it, right? And then I was like, okay, let's read it again. Let's see if I feel the same way. Wasn't nearly as bad. It's a fine chapter. The structure's fine. The art's fine, if not like Kubo's best work. And everything looked okay, and I'm grasping the story pretty easy. Combination, basically a crossover of Harry Potter meets Bleach, right? I mean, it's not that bad or anything. It's just, it doesn't have really much spark there. It feels a little bit hollow. Ironically, didn't pun not intended, guys, but it does feel a little hollow for me. I just don't know. I mean, that's basically the chapter. They decide that now they're going to eliminate the dragon-clad Balgo, even though they let him be a member, and once again, the one shot said, okay, he can know what Reverse London is, he's dragon-clad and all this stuff, and now it's like, oh, well, we better eliminate him. It's like, okay. So I don't really know. I really have to go back and read the one shot. Maybe I'm missing a point there. But either way, yeah. So next chapter hits August 30th. So this is going to be apparently weekly. I don't know how many chapters it's supposed to run for. But either way, yeah. I just wanted to get my thoughts out here, guys. I didn't really want to, I didn't live stream it, of course, or anything like that. I got to do a few more reviews here and there. Can't have everything be live. Then it gets stale, right? Then the excitement of, ooh, we're reading a chapter live kind of loses its meaning. But I just, I don't know. I think I already said all my points. I really wanted to like this more than I did. I really want to like it because I miss Kubo. I really do. I miss Bleach. I miss Kubo. I miss his story and his power scaling and his art and his fighting and his badass moments and characters. We know he can write awesome things. Soul Society arc is still one of the top 5 shonen arcs of all time, in my opinion. So we know he's got it in him. We know he can do it. But this right now, I don't think this hit the ground running for me. The one shot was great. I really enjoyed that. This continuation of the one shot, sort of, didn't once again, hollow. Sort of a hollow carbon copy. It's the guy who wrote Bleach, but there doesn't seem to be any of that spark there. So, but what did you guys think? That's why I said this is sort of a review, more of a discussion and a question to you guys. Am I just reading too much into it? Do I just have those Bleach goggles on? Do I have Renji's sunglasses that are so black I don't know how he sees out of them in the first arc of Bleach? How, like, am I seeing something wrong? Am I missing something? Am I just looking at this the wrong way? That's why I'm posing to you guys. I mean, if you guys completely disagree with me, just tell me what I'm thinking is wrong, and try to explain it. Try to let me see what I'm missing here, because to me, once again, just felt a little hollow. If I'm wrong and feeling this way, tell me down in the comment section down below. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. It's always very much appreciated. This has been Griever with your unfortunately not very favorable review of Burn the Witch Limited Series Chapter 1. Go check out the official, of course, Viz translation. It's on viz.com. And we'll see you back here. Probably going to review the next chapter and stuff. I still love Kubo and stuff. And maybe it's just going to take a chapter to grab its sea legs again. So, thanks guys so much for watching. See you next time.